That's cool, I guess.
So definitely stay on the road for as long as I can. Hopefully it'll lead me...
For those that have been here long enough, I know I said that this will probably never happen, but to be honest, I deserved it to be right. His tank form is quite literally the tallest monster in the game. He's taller than a tent on forest. I didn't know they were gonna rebuild an entire skeleton and camera system just for this. Really leads me to believe that Pillar Chase is able to do anything except balance changes. Tinky is a versatile killer, ranging from long range attacks in his tank form and AoE traps in his regular baby cubby mode, which allows him to frankly beat your ass while looking like the goofiest thing since that one time Penguin Zero dressed up as Shadow the Hedgehog. Also, he is tallest fucking monster in the game, which staggered me for a whole 20 minutes while I tried to play him, though I quite frankly enjoy him. His tank form allows for more aggressive chase style of play for those who want to show off their skill, and other people who just want to hear a Teletubby scream every time they hold the shift key. Playing Tinky or the Stricken feels very different to playing the other killers in the game. He's a random ball of chaos that runs around the entire map fucking screaming, hitting survivors from angles they wouldn't expect. Not in an Assassin's Creed way, more in a Tom and Jerry way. As you smack him with a flashbang and hear him scream obscenities at you like you two understood each other for a moment. He has every right to be mad since he can't close his eyes. His only ability in base form is to place down a custard that gives the Stricken effect to anyone that walks past it, turning their vision purple and draining their HP. Getting rid of this is pretty easy, they just need to find the said custard. That's if the Tinky player isn't sat around it spamming collect my custard in chat like they're Voldemort. As Tinky, standing near the custard or placing it down will give you a passive ability called Infection, the thing that allows you to A-pose and scream at people. This is practically just a speed boost with extra steps. Now, the real meat and potatoes is his tank form. Pressing 2 in his base form will allow him to transform into Tinky Tank, giving you access to the tank form for 22 seconds, each kill making the timer go back up to 22, which has some properties to it. First off, you're 20 times louder than your regular base form due to the fact that you move like a gorilla slamming your giant fists that will make even the Hulk jealous into the ground. His first attack in this form is called Slam, which makes him lunge towards you, slamming his fists down and stunning anyone near you, giving them the shackled effect while stunned. You'd think that this move will make him jump, making him able to traverse the map more easily to avoid going through certain routes such as the one on Forest, but nope, nah, we can't ever have nice things. Though this obeys a certain law of physics that makes it really easy to land. As long as you're on the same floor as that person you're trying to hit, you'll hit it 90% of the time, then you'll end up on my Twitter feed. His second move is Rubble Throw, quite self-explanatory from the name itself. This move allows you to 360 someone across the map if it doesn't get stuck on a roof half the time. Though if it lands, you get a ton of hits that you probably shouldn't, ending up on my Twitter feed again. This can be helpful to ambush people that are doing objectives or to catch a W key gamer at the right moment. Tank mode is more interesting compared to the other bulky killers in the game due to the fact that his moves have basically no wind up. You press the button and it happens almost instantly. Meanwhile, MX has to reload his musket. It's very tempting to use tank mode mid-chase, though you mainly want to use it when they're preoccupied on objectives for an ambush, as the fact that you are much weaker in the chase. The game calls Tinky a versatile killer, and he is very versatile if you use all of his moves, though he can primarily just use tank form and win all of your interactions, since he is literally the size of your mother. It's probably why they made Tank faster than his uninfected form. It's the first killer they made that has 27 sprint speed in a while, since PCX has 28. The Baldy is still faster at a whopping 74 sprint speed. Don't get me wrong, it's better to use tank form than his uninfected form. Well, anything is really, but you primarily want to use custards mid-chase now due to the fact that they have the placement on it. So, better to use your custard mid-chase, rebuild your infection meter, than to try and tank mid-chase. Tinky is also very map reliant. Consider a match lost if you're on an open map, though if you get lucky and get something like hide and seek, just spam your custard in every locker that you see. See, we love calling these chuck spots since you just chuck custards in there for a guaranteed infection hit. Now I imagine people having nightmares about custards in their dresser when they wake up, and they'll go on Reddit and complain about tank form like I'm having a great fucking time. Giving Tinky 2 forms is the closest PC2 has ever made me become an internet Italian. I see his POV and it's the same thing as putting sauce in the spaghetti and not spaghetti in the sauce. It's not something I can say is bad as an Italian myself, but it's something that makes me mildly uncomfortable. Like some guys trying to cancel you and put you on their FNF mod page encouraging harassment. It isn't going to kill me, but it's skeeving me out. Oh, once you get used to this, it's not so bad, honestly. Tinky is pretty fun, and I've been a fan of Slendy Tubbies since I was a young little boy. A young little Italian-Romanian boy frolicking through the fields. So seeing him in a game like this that I hold dearly to my little rat heart isn't something I can complain about all that much. It's like Jimmy Timmy Power Hour if it was peak.
Alright, so thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!